Remember, the abysmal... What's up everybody, and thank you for joining me for another video. My name is Whack4863, but you can call me Whack. In today's video, I'm going to go over all the locations or all the things or places that you can get Ichor. Now I'm going to try to put these in order of what's best to what's worst. However, I've been watching some other videos on how to get Ichor and the numbers are changing rapidly. So Funcom is listening to feedback and they are changing numbers. So this is going to be all the locations or all the ways to get Ichor that I know of right now. However, these numbers that I'm going to show you today may change, so keep that in mind. And the number 10 absolutely worst way to get Ichor is to put putrid meat in the fluid press, because it's going to produce 1 Ichor for every 50 putrid meat. However, if you happen to have just a bunch of putrid meat laying around, go ahead and throw it in the fluid press to get Ichor. And real quick, I just want to show you that my harvest rates are set to 1. That is official harvest rates. So while you're running around the exiled lands, if you are playing unofficial, these rates should be the same. But again, they could change it at any point in time. Coming in at the number 9 spot is to let animals produce Ichor for you. So what I have over here is a bunch of sand reapers. Now I put about 150 feral flesh in here for the sand reapers to eat, and they produced 18 total Ichor and 136 dung. On the other side, I have a bunch of different spiders, and I did the same thing here. I put 150 of the human flesh in there, and they produced 125 dung and 30 Ichor. But that is a passive way for you to generate Ichor should you want to do that. Number 8 is just going to be to kill these scorpions. Whether they're flying or on the ground, you want to kill the scorpions and harvest them with a tool. Now, my personal favorites are going to be either the pick or the hatchet. I do not like the pickaxe, and the cleaver is going to give you no Ichor at all. So we're just going to use the pick as an example. Now the thing about scorpions is they don't always drop the Ichor. So that last scorpion didn't drop any Ichor. Let's see if this one does. That one didn't drop any Ichor. Let's head up here and see if this guy will drop us some Ichor. Are you gonna give us some? And we got 7 Ichor from that guy. Let's check this one as well, and no Ichor. So after killing 4 scorpions, we got 1 to drop 7. Now throughout this video, I am going to bring the Ichor that I collect back to this fluid press, and I'm going to put it in there so that way at the end of the video we can see just how much Ichor we got. Another way of getting Ichor is to come up to the volcano at the pens. Now I don't necessarily recommend that you go and farm this location, because this is a random chance spawn. Now you can pick this guy up and take him home, put him in your animal pen, and he will turn into a locust. However, if we kill him, what we want to use is a pick or a hatchet on his body. He is going to produce Ichor and abysmal flesh. Now we got a total of 71 Ichor from him, but we also got 17 abysmal flesh. And what you may not know about abysmal flesh is you want to put it in your stove or your campfire and cook it off, because each abysmal flesh, once it's cooked, actually produces 1 Ichor. So if we add those two together, he dropped a total of 88 Ichor. Now the next thing on my list is going to actually be all the king and queen bosses from the exiled lands that would produce Ichor as a smaller version. So we have the king and queen scorpion, the queen sand reaper, and the king spider. So if we go through and start killing these off, I'll show you just how much Ichor you get out of each one. And let's start with the Scorpion King. Now, I don't necessarily recommend doing this because they don't drop a whole lot of Ichor for the amount of time you put into killing them. So the King Scorpion dropped a total of 7 Ichor. The Queen Scorpion, however, is not giving us any Ichor at all. Come on, lady, give us Ichor. She did not give us any Ichor, so don't farm the Queen Scorpion for Ichor. If we head over to the Queen Locust, we will see how much Ichor she gives us, and it is a total of looks like 44. So that's not too bad from the queen locust. And if we go to the spider, this is going to be your best bet for Ichor if you're going to pick a boss to defeat, because it's going to drop quite a bit of Ichor. We got 89 off of that beast. So all said and done, from the bosses that we just killed, we gained a total of 140 Ichor. Quite possibly the most boring way to get Ichor is going to be to come in here and kill these slugs. Now, if we give this one a pop, we can go ahead and harvest him. He's going to drop putrid meat, and they have a chance of dropping Ichor as well. These are the parasites, and that one dropped 14 Ichor. This guy over here didn't drop any Ichor. The nice thing about these guys is they do respawn every 15 seconds. So you'll have a fresh set for you to harvest every 15 seconds. Now, I, at one point in time, did a video about the fact that you could come in here and level your thrall up very, very fast in this area. So if you wanted to do something where you were leveling your thrall and harvesting Ichor, that's not a bad place to come. But as you can see, with the amount that I killed, I got 116 Ichor. So not a ton, but it is an endless supply if you want to be brain-numbingly bored killing these guys down here. Now, we're not going to take the putrid meat back and crush it. I'm just going to take the Ichor back and add it to our total. Now, salamanders are on the list of things that you should be farming for Ichor. However, they don't produce a whole lot as well. So if we kill this guy and we harvest him up, it looks like we got a total of 2 Ichor off of this guy. Let's go ahead and run down this way, see if we can find one more before I show you the other locations where these guys spawn. Here's another one right here. We'll go ahead and give him a quick kill and see how much Ichor we got. There's 6 off of that guy, so a total of 8 Ichor. And they spawn along this area of this river. Additionally, they spawn right out here in this area, and we can just run right across here. We should find one. There he is. We'll go ahead and kill this one. We will kill a total of 4 of these guys. Let's go ahead and smack this guy up. And his buddy spawned right in right away. So we'll smack this one up, and that'll give us a total of killing 4. So killing 4 of those guys actually net us only 16 Ichor. Moving right along to the number 3 spot, we have the Sand Reapers, and we will harvest a total of 4 of these guys. Let's see, we'll get in here and harvest this one. That one gave us 14, and then if we harvest this one, that one gave us quite a bit, actually, bumped us up to 43. So let's kill 2 more of these guys, and we'll harvest them up and see what the total from 4 is. And the total from 4 of the Sand Reapers was 86 Ichor. That's pretty good, given that they really aren't that hard to beat. Now, number 2 is going to be Spooters. So let's go ahead and kill this one. Blue Widow, what do we get out of you? A total of 43. Let's do another one of those. And we're moving that total right up. We're up to 85 already. Let's see what we have here. This one bumps us up to 128. And if we kill this one here, this is going to bump us up to 171. Now, this area of the map is very good for both spiders and Sand Reapers. So if you wanted to double down on those 2 things, the number 3 spot and the number 2 spot, you can do that really easy in the jungle here. However, if you want to come over and farm this area here, it has a lot of spiders as well, and there's a boss spider up here, which also grants you the most Ichor for killing a boss. So now we've deposited all the Ichor in here that we've gotten from spot number 10 to spot number 2. I'm going to show you what gives you the most Ichor in the exiled lands, and then we'll compare it to how much Ichor we've got so far. So we have a total of 609. Let's go farm some serious Ichor. And to do that, we're going to come right here to the Dregs. I'm going to go ahead and uncloak. We're going to get this guy to chase us in here. This is one of the dungeons, and you have to kill someone on this plate in order to get in here. So we'll kill him, we'll let this open and go into this dungeon. Now this is the Dregs dungeon, and there's a couple of places where you can get Ichor in here. So now that we've loaded in, let's take a look around. We have one Komodo Dragon here, and we're going to try to just stack them all up here. We have one Komodo Dragon here, so that's a total of 2. We have one here, that's a total of 3. One here, that makes a total of 4. One here for a total of 5. One there for a total of 6. And then a 7th one here. So what I'm going to do is kill 7 of these guys. Oh, look, there's another one over there I didn't even see. That makes 8. 8 of these guys down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill all 8 of them and harvest them up and see what we get Ichor-wise from just coming down here. So we'll start there. That's 1. That's 2. 3 and 4. We'll kill this guy. That makes 5. This guy is 6. We'll kill this guy over here. He looks like he's lonely. That's going to make 7. And we counted a total of 8, so we'll kill 1 more. Just for your information, I do have instant respawn on, so a lot of these guys are popping back up. So there is a total of 8. Now that gives me 458 Ichor in and of itself, and I haven't even gone through the whole dungeon. Now, if you didn't want to go through the whole dungeon, you can go out this direction. You can go right back in the way that you came, and you pop out right here. So you don't have to finish the dungeon if you don't want to. However, for those of you that do decide that you want to complete this dungeon, you'll want to bring a cleaver with you. Now again, I do have instant respawn on, that's why he's there already. But if you come down here and harvest him with a cleaver, we got 148 abysmal flesh. So if we add this together, we have 458 and 148 abysmal flesh. Remember, the abysmal flesh does turn into 1 Ichor for each one. So if we add those two together, we get a total of 606 Ichor from running through a single dungeon. Now, I had forgotten that I had some flesh on the stove cooking from our initial run through, so we actually had 626 Ichor from everything that I showed you prior to going in the dungeon. However, just the dungeon alone netted me 606 Ichor. Now, for those of you that don't feel like running through the Dregs dungeon or find it empty when you get there, there are also Komodo Dragons out here in the jungle. So in this little cove right here, there is 1, 2, 3, and 4 that I know of in this area. And then if you come out here in the jungle, we are just south of Dagon's Claw. You can see there's a Komodo Dragon there, there's another one there, there's one over there, and another one over here. Now these are just the locations that I know of that have Komodo Dragons. If you know of more areas that have Komodo Dragons, go ahead and leave that in the comment section below. But there's another one there and another one there. Pretty easy to come out here and harvest these guys up for Ichor. Now it's time to put this all together. Everything that I showed you that I killed in this video and how much Ichor I was able to net by killing those things was a total of 1,232. So that's a pretty good haul, I think, for not killing everything. If I was to go and actually farm Ichor properly and kill everything and harvest it up, I would have a ton of Ichor. So I don't think that Ichor is going to be a problem, especially now that we are only really using it for alchemical base. And that's all I have for this video, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. You could pick one of the other videos coming up on the screen to watch next. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. I'll catch you next time. Peace I'd like to give a big shout out to all my YouTube members. Y'all are absolute legends. If you'd like to become a legend, there's a button below that says join. That'll give you all the details. I'd like to thank all my subscribers for their continued support, likes, comments, and general awesomeness. If you're not subscribed, you can start your free trial today and cancel at any time. Clicking the bell is highly recommended so you get notified when I upload another video.